What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. We down here. We down here to talk about Bell Collective and Real Housewives of Atlanta. You're not gonna be down here for long. I'm not gonna be long for neither one of the. Oh, let me turn Beyonce down before she snatched me off the internet. Um. Oh, I saw everybody having so much fun at the Atlanta shows. Y'all won the mute challenge, honey. She said everybody on mute and the girls were silencio. Okay. I said, come on for following the rules. Now, Houston, New Orleans. I know y'all gonna tear it up. I know you are going to act a fool. They said y'all acted a fool in Atlanta. Honey, I saw the pictures. I saw the pictures. Y'all look like y'all had a great time. Everybody, the best clips for me on this tour are the little girls who are being surprised by their mothers, their aunties, or whoever is. Um, that's my song. Okay, I'm that girl's my song. Why they let me outside? So this morning I'm having a little chai tea. And yeah, so we're just down here to talk about Bell Collective. Let's talk about Bell Collective first, and let's get that over with. So let's talk about it. Bell Collective. Bell Collective, I had to watch it twice because I honestly was like bored. I was like, how long am I gonna have to do this? I was really bored. Letitia and Latrice, they finished their conversation, right? So they're sitting outside of Soguchi's, charity event. She says, what is he doing if he's doing this in public, what is he doing in private, basically? And she was like, you can't do this like you're a child. She said, look, it's actually scary. Um, yeah, because she plays the role of a child, like with him. Calling him daddy, like I don't know, I like the only way that I see women calling their husbands daddy is when they are talking to their children about their father. And because that's the title that they call him, so mom will call him dad. Because dad said, but calling him daddy so that you can like boost his ego is trash. And it's also a little gross. It's kind of gross. I just want to make sure that you're okay. So that's it. She says she's fine. She says he knows how people in the community see her, and that makes him insecure. I don't think so. Send him back. You have a old husband who is insecure from your perspective. He's insecure about how the community sees you as a boss, right? Does he want them to see you as somebody being controlled? Does he, like, what does that mean? It makes him insecure. And so she says that she has to, check in with him and make him feel like a man. Y'all, so what does he do to make you feel like a woman? That's a question. That's a legit question. What behaviors, and if I was a therapist, I would ask her, what behaviors do you have to demonstrate in order for your husband to feel like a man? What are those things that you have to do? Girl, what? How come he can't exist in his identity without you, and then not just without you, but without you being acting like a dumb child, and then turn around and really be running shit. And it's like, why do you play that role? That's what I'm telling you. Y'all be really playing roles out here. If you have to play a role in order for a man to feel like a man, he is not secure in his identity of manhood. If he needs your participation in order for him to be able to identify and feel like a man. Girl, that's... So she's been staying at her brother's house. She doesn't want to deal with him. That's her man, honey. That's your man, girl. My man, my man, my man. Your man left you for dead, ho.
My man, my man, my man, my man. Bitch, your man left you for dead, hoe.
So she's staying at her brother's house. Gucci pulls the girls over to the side, Sanjay and Sky. They seem to be very receptive. Sanjay had like I don't know if that's her little face, but she just looked like she's always smiling. And she says, we want to be an example, and we just want to have a great Christmas. So we're fine. I thought it was funny when JJ was like, I like seeing them, get together with daddy's babies. Daddy's babies, honey. Those are his babies, honey. I said, okay, is that what he calls his daughter? Daddy's baby? That's daddy's baby, honey. Them daddy's babies. I love it. Then we get over to 97 Jackson with Tambra Cherie. Girl, Tambra, she is on the radio. Tambra, she really, when she gets on the radio, baby girl, enunciate. When I tell you she over enunciates, and I know people who work in radio, and you don't have to do that. You really don't. You don't really have to come through with the voice of the 95 run for the 5:30 traffic jam. Girl, don't your throat hurt? I want to just talk regular. I know you have to put on, a little bit of animation for the people to keep them focused on the road. But we're down here at 97 with Letitia Pearson, and she has a new book coming out. I'm like, girl, what the fuck? Shout out to Tambra Cherie's radio voice. Do I have it here? I think I recorded it. Hold on. And it's 97. Here she go. We are the BFX Jumper guys in the studio. Joining me, I have Letitia Pearson. Here one more time. Did y'all hear it? Hold on, let me hear it one more time. Wait, hold on. Let me go back. 97.7, we are the BFX Jumper guys in the studio. Joining me, I have Letitia Pearson. Okay, let me stop. Girl, what the hell? Tambra says she feels some kind of way because the women got in contact with a nigga she hasn't been in contact with. Let me tell you something. Letitia would not, I'm sorry, like, she would not be able to, girl, it would take me a lot for her to be able to come up to my job and promote her book. Girl, I'm going to read y'all the back of the book. I'm going to read y'all. Letitia, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, if I was a person looking to her for empowerment and inspiration, and I read the back of this book, it would be no more. Why side pieces are winning. So she's down there to announce her Boss and Belle's brunch. It's about women's empowerment. No, it's not, because you're not even empowered, ma'am. You're not even empowered. So how can you actually exchange or give out power if you don't even possess it? Listen to this shit, girl. I was like, this is bananas. I went and read the back of Letitia's book. I said, I'm concerned. This is from Letitia's book description. Maybe the side piece had an advantage all along, or maybe you set yourself up to let the side piece win. I'm going to read it. The side piece is also known as a side chick. It's not a new phenomenon. Side pieces are often seen as the other woman or mistress. They are blamed for breaking up marriages and relationships. However, it's important to remember that they are not always the root cause of infidelity. The nigga is, girl. The nigga is. Girl, I mean, 1 + 1 = 2, Letitia. What are you talking about? The root cause. Girl, it's not done. There are a myriad of reasons why your partner might feel the need to cheat. And part of that equation can vary from their personality or their character to life's circumstances, down to you. Yes, you, it says. Maybe the side piece had the advantage all along, or maybe you set yourself up to let the side piece win. Get ready to think about the dynamics of your relationships in a different way. What way? This is not different. Blaming the person who got cheated on for somebody cheating on them, that's not a different way of looking at a relationship that is that suffers from people cheating on each other. Letitia, I'm so disappointed. I really am. I really am. But I'm not in seven figures, so honey, maybe in my opinion doesn't mean shit. But girl, blaming women for being cheated on is not, it's not cute. And I don't know why why you would take that angle. And for me, if I was going to your empowerment brunch and I was sitting there reading the back of your book as you announced it, I would get up and leave. I don't give a fuck how much I pay. Girl, what the fuck? What is this shit? What does this mean? How are you sitting there trying to send inspiring and encouraging words to women, and you're out here writing a book blaming women? I don't know what the inside is. Maybe you want somebody will pick it up and read it. Not me. I was like, Letitia's whack, and she's such a pretty girl, funny girl, and for y'all to like really, when it across the board, you like get high marks across the board. But when it comes to romantic, intimate partnerships, y'all be failing. And then we saw Amber, right, on her podcast crying about feeling like she's addicted to people and this attachment style that she has where she wants to give her all to people who tell her no. And I said, there's too many women out here where the men are actually demonstrating behaviors that show you they don't want to be in a relationship with you. And you act like you can't let that go. That's like, really, you have to go to therapy for that. Because you have attachment styles that either are based in like abandonment. So you don't want people to leave you. So you will deal with or try to get a person to, you know, go with the deal that you're setting forth, and they keep telling you they don't want to be with you or showing they don't want to be with you. Cheating on you is telling me you don't want to be with that person. That's what you're showing me. But you live in a society where men will be men and boys will be boys. And the only time you hear that phrase is in context to misbehavior. Always. And there's no phrase like that for women will be women and girls will be girls. And so you've been socialized to accept bad behavior because you have been conditioned to think that's just in their nature, to be ain't shit. So I might as well accept it. Girl, let's pretend. Okay. Latrice is going to have her edge control release party. She's going to surprise the people. It's a re-release um, of her edge tamer. Her black hair and that pink interview outfit. I loved it. I love the way she looked. I was like, yes, yes, yes. Joshy was there. He's going to help her with it. She wants to let the girls know that she's still that bitch despite what her marriage looks like. You are aware that they don't like you, right? So I don't like that. I don't like that. And then for her to be like, well, that's all the more reason for me to do it, is to invite people that I know don't like me to see my success. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily want them around me. Maybe you could post it to the internet and they could see. I don't know if I would want them in my space like that. He was like, yeah, kill him with kindness. No, I'm not killing you with kindness. Um, no, I'm not doing that. They don't make or break me, right? So her brother has been working on the space that she has, the building, because Cliff, he decides, I guess you have to act a certain way in order for him to do the work around the building. I know men like that. If you don't cooperate, they punish you. And they punish you by doing something that you care about, that you really care about. They ignore it, dismiss it. They don't pay attention to it anymore. And that's what he's doing. He's not working on it right now. I wouldn't, why that, I don't, it's a way to control, and it's really disgusting.
People are disgusting.
Josh said he's leaving for lunch. Since you here, you can work the shop. Tambra is going on a date night with Demon, and she said it's been a long day. She was like, I clean up well, and he was like, that's for me to say. No, she can validate herself. You don't have to say it. Guess what? You don't ever have to say it unless she's the person. What do they call them? Words of affirmation, and that's her love language. It might be her love language, so you might have to tell her, but it's not. It's not for you to say. He's renovating. I guess he's making her a suite, that a cat cave, a little cat cave that she doesn't have to go out and rent another apartment to have her own space. So he's doing some renovations. She's like, you're doing a good job. He's doing a good job trying to keep her there. I guess he really wants to be in relationship with her. She says, it was hard to adapt. Yeah, you get older, girl. I remember I remember people saying to me, "Oh, you're so set in your ways. You are, single, living alone. You're so set in your ways." Girl, exactly, set in my ways. You're not going to be able to live with somebody, girl. Shout out to the people who are in healthy, intimate partnerships with people and y'all live in separate houses. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to girl. Girl, you doing the most. You're becoming my herald to the Carol. Did y'all see that divorce attorney that I posted on the community page? Girl, marriages are averaging 8 years in the United States. You're not gonna, there unless you're an anomaly. um, that those days of the way that the marriage was designed, those days are over. And I love that the man was using like the phrase technology, marriage as a technology. It's like old technology. And y'all be trying to run programs on this old technology, and the shit combust on an average of 8 years. It doesn't last. The shit blows up. Okay. So I love that that's her like goal, to be like her parents who have been married for their entire life, most of their entire life. Um, Her grandmother, right? My grandparents were married until my grandfather died on my paternal side and maternal side. The men die, girl. The men die first. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. How y'all set y'all up. Y'all better have good insurance policies on your husbands, especially if you sonning him, right? And you taking care of him, because eventually he's going to regress. Because when you don't use it, you lose it. So while you taking care of him, he's regressing into infancy. Okay. I've seen it too many times. And the medical professionals out there, especially the nurses, they can tell you these men regress back into infancy because you be maiding and muling and mattressing for them. Shout out to y'all doing the work. Just get them life insurance policies up, okay? Girl, y'all heard that Magoo died? I think he was only 50 years old. These niggas are really not making it to 60. It's crazy. DJ Casper was 58. Anyway, take care of them, girl. Take care of them. Get them insurance policies together. She loves that he is going above and beyond for her. She's here for it. Aikisha goes sees her doctor, who basically tries to get her on medication. That's what, that's how it goes. But I'm glad she declined. She says she wants to try other things to get her blood pressure down before she starts taking medication. Because word on the street is, once you start taking high blood pressure medication, you typically have to take it for the rest of your life, unless you get your health together, because I've seen people like decrease their dosage as they get healthier. But yeah, you would have to change your lifestyle, but otherwise you would have to stay on it for the rest of your. That's what I heard. Y'all medical professionals and nurses and things like that, let me know down in the box. But I'm glad that she declined the medication. She said she was having panic attacks and everything. So I like Aikisha's character on the show. I like getting to know her. I'm glad I didn't throw her away. I don't know if last season I particularly cared for her. Because maybe I thought she was coming in trying to act like she was, that girl. She's that girl, but anyways. So they had the Edge Control party. They invited all the girls. Letitia, she tells them about the brunch. She wants Latrice to be a panelist. She feels like she's going to do well. Latrice says she's getting ready to birth something. So they were like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? I know you ain't pregnant by that crazy ass nigga. I know anybody in their fucking right mind. That's why I be thinking there's something wrong. Because when y'all and that's what that divorce attorney said. He said, who, what did he say? Who invented water, or who discovered water? It wasn't the fish, because you can't tell what's happening, and when you're in it, you can't even see what's happening when you're in it. That's your environment, right? And when you in it, you really can't see it. But when y'all be like you see that this man is controlling, possessive, insecure, let me go ahead and duplicate his DNA and have a baby with him. That would be great. Girl, no. No, no. So she tells the woman, oh, so what's her name? So Gucci said she wanted to see what Latrice had going on so she can one up her, okay? I don't like one uppers, but I feel like, she was joking. Like, I want to see what she could do so I could do, like, a motivation to do better, right? Not being envious of the person, but using that envy as motivation for you to do better, right? Instead of sitting back watching somebody and being envious of them, go ahead and embody it. You can do it yourself. But not everybody is equipped to be an entrepreneur. And that's the one thing that I always say. It's like, everybody can be an entrepreneur. You're going to need people to work. So you need people with a mindset that are okay. And there's nothing wrong with working 9 to 5s, because like, she came out, Latrice, they had the panel, and um, she got a little tipsy, and she was saying things that might have been construed as an insult, by saying, I know you don't want to fucking work a 9 to 5. There are some people who feel like that, and some people who are comfortable with working 9 to 5s, and those are the people who will typically work for you, right? So you don't want to down them, right? So anyways, so she announces her edge control. She's going to have it in 120 stores nationwide. She gives this fake ass speech, very fake, very fake. And I was with, who said it? So Gucci. I was like, girl, that shit is fake. Shut up. Shut up. So they get to the empowerment, Boston Belle's brunch. Entrepreneurship is important. Black women are leading in entrepreneurship in the United States. The girls are out here getting it and working and then it's so funny because those are the guys that they complain about. Like, they're online on their podcast complaining about women going out and getting you independent women, right? But the girls are going out getting their own, which I love it. Black women are leading are the highest group of people in entrepreneurship right now. Google it, child. It's the truth. Gucci brings D for some empowerment, okay. And Letitia, she gets up, in the front. She gives the girls a shot in the back, and Latrice has a shot of Remy. So they get on the panel. Marie comes out. When Marie comes out, go back and look how uncomfortable, visibly uncomfortable, Latrice looks. She looks like she looked like so uncomfortable when Marie came out. It was so weird. I was like, I had to go back because I watched it twice because I had stopped it. I got bored. I started doing something else. And I was like, oh shit, I'm supposed to be reviewing the show. And then I came back and I watched it, and I watched that part again, and I was like, damn, she was really uncomfortable. I love Marie's message. That's a message I give entrepreneurs: is do something that you love. Don't be a paper. Don't chase money and do all these little projects that don't inspire you or don't stir your soul. Do something that you love. If you love hair, get in hair. If you love beauty, get in beauty. If you love fashion, get in fashion. Do something that you love. And like, that you're passionate about. Do the thing that you would do for free, but make a business out of it, right? And I used to, dabble in MLM like years ago, probably like 15 years ago. And I got they give you a lot of inspiration and a lot of like kind of self-help talk. But when they try to convince you to get into entrepreneurship, one of the things that they say, if you are working a 9 to 5, use that 9 to 5 to fund your dreams, right? Take money from your check and invest in your business. However small you need to invest, whatever small steps you need to take. I love that they gave the girl said, don't limit yourself, invest your money. You should be making money while you sleep. I love that. And then here comes Latrice. Let's face it, nobody wants to work a fucking 9 to 5. I was like, wait, girl. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5. And some people were probably there just to get empowered, not really want to start a business. Maybe start like a little online business, order you some lashes from Alibaba. And, if you want to do that, it's there's so many ways that you can have little businesses. Remember that little girl was on, it's a meme of a little black girl. She has on a white t-shirt. And she's trying to get the people to come get her lip gloss. They said she's older and she's still selling lip glosses. Come check out my lip glosses, support my business. And she's little. And there's just some people that just have that mindset from a very young age. Like, okay, I need to figure out how to make this money. I'm going to sell these little candies. Shout out to little candy girls that used to sell candy, come to school with a bunch of candy and sell it. Like, you just have a mindset, right? I'm going to sell it because I could see that the snack bar and the things at school, honey, let me tell you something. The things at school are too expensive. So I'm going to get my mom to go to Costco, get some shit, and I'm going to sell it at school. Do they still let the kids sell stuff at school? I'm going to ask my son. Yeah, because that's what I would do. Have all your shit be a candy dealer. Yeah, sugar dealer, honey. So they said that she was insulting. But on the other end of that, she might be relatable to that girl who doesn't think like I have a 9 to 5. But if this girl is sitting up here and she's earning 7 figures talking to us like this, I know I can do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't like the respectability politics. I feel like this is one thing that I hear T.S. Madison ask when she's getting ready to do an interview. She'll ask, can I be myself? Right? And then people are like, yeah, so I'm going to be myself. And you've seen me, you know me. I'm going to be myself. I think you should allow people to be themselves because someone will find them relatable. Dropping F-bombs. Letitia was like, oh my God, she's dropping F-bombs. What is going to happen, girl? And then here's Marie in the damn confessional. Latrice, she's using drinking to cover up her situation with her husband. And so, she's trying to she's turning to alcohol. Right, girl? You're not really concerned. The girl's turning to alcohol because of what's happening between her and her husband. Anyways, another woman gets up there. She's a construction worker. She has a construction business. And then she insults Jackson, Mississippi by saying y'all don't even have houses for $400,000 out here. Girl, every place, every state has a high and low class, upper and middle and low. I don't like to say low class, but that sounded awful. But it is what it is. Everybody ain't broke. There's a lot of things that they say about Jackson, Mississippi. So for her to say that there ain't no houses for 400,000, that was so Gucci came up. She's like, I just want to, correct that, stereotype or misconception. There are houses, there are $1 million homes in Jackson, Mississippi. Let's not get it twisted. Because everybody was like, girl, what? Like, girl, go to Latrice's house and see, don't she live in a park? Okay, bitch? How much you think her house is worth? Girl, that property that Latrice lives on is crazy. It is absolutely bananas. So maybe you need to take a trip to see Latrice's house, honey. Get you a tribe of successful people. You want everybody in your tribe to be shining. Everybody standing next to you to be shining. Everybody's shining. Nobody's dimming their light. And then you say this, and then you turn around and you go home and you do the thing. You do the thing that you told women not to do. You dim yourself. You cower. You lower your gaze. We're not playing them games with these niggas. Anyways, that was the end of the episode. They said somebody is pregnant. I couldn't tell who would have on them Jordans. I don't know who would have them shoes on like that. So I don't know who's pregnant. Maybe Akeisha is pregnant. Maybe Akeisha is pregnant, girl. Who knows? She's going to the doctors, right? But they would actually do a urinalysis before that you get to the stage of sonic ultrasounds. But anyways, take care of each other, protect your energy. Let me know what you thought of the episode. Peace.